Hi traders, as I'm on holiday for the next week, I'm just going to give you a quick session on the subject that I would have given you had I been around for the Monday night traders conference call I'm calling it now, and I'll explain more when I come back from break, but I'm not calling it round table anymore, it's going to be the traders conference call. And what I want to talk to you about is pivots. Now, I'm a pivot trader, and there are 6 key pivots that I look for. This is one of the main pivots, and I want to show you exactly what's happened to the weekly pivots this week. So this is the Aussie US dollar. I bought this here and took this up to 91.50. Basically, yeah, this has been it's been options expiry week, so this is a particularly good week for weekly pivots. And so the Aussie US dollar was hanging around 90.85, 90.50, lots and lots of touches, and we kept bouncing up here. So markets move sideways 85% of the time. That's not a random figure. That's a very scientific figure based on a lot of research. And this was just moving off the weekly pivot and up into resistance. Little reversal bar up here, and we couldn't break above the reversal bar. That was the Aussie US. This was the Euro. Euro was much trickier. I had it short into the beginning of the week from Thursday of the previous week. It looked as if we were going to break under S1. 3 touches of S1, including a much lower dip, and we finally broke through the weekly pivot. This is taken on Friday morning. So that's the Aussie and the Euro, and now the Pound Yen. I even talked about this still being a buy as we were doing the traders conference call on Monday, because I'd only gone long into that session. So we dipped underneath the weekly pivot. A lot of support here, and I bought it and held on, and then took it off up here at 151, and then started buying these lows back again. So we nearly got to R2, but 153 was another pivot, and that's where we got to on Thursday, I think it was. So a nice naked 60-minute chart with weekly pivots on was all you needed to trade safely this week. This was the Pound US dollar. Spent 2 days going to sleep on the weekly pivot, and finally little tiny dip underneath it, and then we raced up to R1. Very, very clinical move up to 156.50 on R1, and nice little wiggle around the middle here, around the 155. A breakout and a pull back to 155, and then up we go. This is oil. Very early, an hour after the first pit session on Monday, we did a stopping bar. We retested 105.03, I think it was. That bust up to 107. It pulled back to retest this support area, and then got close to R1, but didn't actually touch R1. Okay, but this is one of the cleanest ones to me. This action down here. So once we dropped under that weekly pivot, we had a stopping bar down here, and then we just didn't hardly look back. All pullbacks were bought after that. So that's what I would have gone through with you had I been around Monday, this coming Monday. But so watch out for these weekly pivots. Have a look at, trade them in line with the RSI stochastics, and just look for these holding patterns, look for these setups, and you can tell if they do start to move out. Then just look for the R1s, the R2s, or if it's a short, the S1s, the S2s, and S3s. Alright, I do very much hope that helps. and email with any questions. I am picking up emails, and I hope to see you at the next video. And of course, when I come back, I will reveal all my plans for the autumn, which are really exciting. Actually, I'm looking forward to getting back, but I'm going to rest myself and come back with all guns blazing when I come back. Alright, see you then. Thanks.